What's that great smell?
Chicken. Oh, yeah. And stovetop stuffing.
Your mom is making stovetop instead of potatoes?
The celery, the onions, and all that great stuff.
Think I could stay?
Sure. Mom, can I eat at Jimmy's?
Yes, but we're having chicken and stovetop.
What time?
8.
What time are you eating?
6, I think.
Hello, Mom.
You can never get enough stovetop stuffing instead of potatoes. And to make as little or as much as you want, try stovetop in the canister.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm old-fashioned. I think people should be able to eat good food without spending much money.
Excuse me.
So Wendy's is introducing a new super value menu. Oops.
6 choices at just 99 cents each. Our Frosty, Caesar salad, Junior taco salad, hot dog, chili, and Junior hamburger deluxe.
A lot of delicious choices, just 99 cents.
Oh.
What do you have to know to get a seat around here?
Wendy's new super value menu. 6 choices each, just 99 cents.
In the regular season. Running in front, shot on a top shelf, scores! It skips over! Petrozelli in net, and running, jumps up to an early 1-0 lead in game. On the opposite end, on the power play, goes to work. Back out, right wing, Sinigera, wide fire, scores! Bag a pair, Frank Sinigera on the power play. His second of the game, his 4th of the playoffs. And Kevin Conley, it's stolen, but they're called right back up. Cressy, winds, fires, save, rebound comes out, Conley scores! The rebound, and the rookie, Kevin Conley, his first Kelly Cup professional goal!
You talk about getting thrown into the fire as a rookie, that's definitely been the case for Petrozelli.
It's pressure, beautiful pass to Chen, one more to Cormier, shot, scores! The Sally just as pretty as it goes, Dominic Cormier, top shelf beauty, and the Royals, a 4-goal first period. Take first of his Kelly Cup playoff career, and Dominic Cormier have jolted the Royals ahead to a commanding 4-0 lead in front. Gooch making goal number 5. Trevor Gooch. Growlers looking for an answer. Dangles backdoor shot, save from Dangle. Rebound comes out, and Green buries it. And the Growlers respond with their first goal. We have extracurriculars pouring over after the fact. A brawl with taken away, and a chip pass up to Kevin Conley. Centers in front, Gooch, top shelf, scores! Gooch hits. And Saunier coughed up by Redding at center ice. Johnstone, one more in front, dangle around and scores. And the Growlers on the board for the first time in the 3rd period. From behind by Brandon Lowe. Puck over to Jared McKenna. One more, O'Brien back across, dangle, right pad, save! Robbery as he sprawls back in from his left to his right. We're seeking 3 goals in a span of 90 seconds. Gooch on the empty net, the hat-trick, he scores! Let him fly at Santander! Trevor Gooch, the hat-trick on the empty.
Coach, what can you say about your team's start to score 3 goals there in the first 8 minutes of the first period and sort of carry that momentum throughout the whole game?
Yeah, I'd argue that we didn't really carry it through the whole game, but yeah, it was a good start. Obviously, you're up 5-0 after the first 21 minutes of hockey. That's makes life easier on yourself. Really good first period. Again, people see the offense, but we managed the game. Like, we were above pucks, created a lot of turnovers, and we were great defensively, which led us to create that offense. Where I think, and you get up 5-0, you think you can cheat, and then we actually got ourselves in more trouble when the game was 5-6-0 or 6-1 than we did early in the game, where again, like, we just did our jobs, and all of a sudden we got rewarded for it. So, lessons to be learned from the second half there, but like I said, you score 7 goals in the game, you should win, and we got 5 of them pretty early, and kind of hung on from there, and rode that out and killed the clock. First 1 to 4 wins. So whether it's 7-3 or 2-1, they all count the same. So we know they'll be a lot better tomorrow, and we expect a big push from them early.
What can you say about your team's offensive efficiency to capitalize on some of those grade A scoring chances early in the game?
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, Frank obviously has been great, and again, like Cons' goal was a direct result of good job in our neutral zone and being above pucks, and then we convert in the transition. Line rush off a power play. Ozone, again, good delay. Again, we create turnover, delay on the line rush. Saul makes a really good play, deserves an assist, but then it's Pritchard makes it to Jenner. Jenner, great play to Corms, and we activate down the wall, and again, great shot. But yeah, we converted. We had some other opportunities where we maybe could have made it even 5-0 after one, but some teaching points we can take from tonight. But we scored 7, so can't argue with that. That's for sure.
Coach, what did you think of Brendan Sunday? I know you mentioned him on that, deserving kind of the 3rd assist on that one play, but he drew a couple very good offensive chances earlier in the game and later as well, plus also won a fight. So with a player like him, you kind of got all degrees of separation of the type of player as well. What did you see from his night tonight?
I thought that was the best game he's played for us thus far this year. Like, I know he didn't get on the score sheet probably like he deserved, but he was outstanding all over the ice. I thought their line, again, like they didn't get rewarded with as many goals as they probably deserved, but they were our best line start to finish, possess pucks. Like the other team can't score if we have it in their end, right? Like they did a great job killing the clock in the 3rd period. Like great job, and yeah, Saul made some really good plays on the wall in the D zone too. Like we said, best game, and caught a guy who didn't read the stat pack there, and in that fight, and that gets the crowd going, the boys going, and we're not asking him to go out and fight guys every game, but if somebody challenges him, he's more than willing to end it if he wants. So he did that tonight, and I know that's the boys feed off that a little bit too.
And that was cool. That was kind of one of those old school, let them settle up, roll down the sleeves. The refs didn't intervene, as you sometimes see too frequently nowadays. They kind of let that old school fight develop for the crowd as well in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, like they're whatever. I mean, they're gonna fight happens, and it's away from the play, and it gets a little heated, and it's what it is. It's an emotional game. Sometimes that stuff happens, and two guys that were willing to go. So
was Sonne's fight in any sort of response to the earlier fight with Morrison, or?
No, I mean Mo was willing to go again as well. Like you talk about old school. Like if you really want to go to old school, there was no tough guys. The guys handled the business themselves. Like if you really want to go back 50 years, you didn't need somebody to go stand up for yourself. You answered the bell if you didn't like it, and Mo answered the bell. Like he's a skill guy, but he was willing to go. It's not the first time he's done that this year. It's credit to him, and the boys love it. Like you see a guy like do that, they're committed, and you got to be willing to stand up for yourself sometimes. And he took a couple, stood in there, right, went at it, and hey, good on Mo. And it was a heated moment in the game, and sometimes that stuff happens. It's the playoffs, and two teams that are battling for every inch.
You talked about it during the main series a couple times that you would almost rather see your players drop the gloves and actually fight than just push and shove after the whistle and cause trouble. I guess, were you pleased that there was a little bit less extracurricular activities and 2 actual fights tonight?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, nobody has to fight. Like that's not part of the game where you're like, oh, you have to go do this, you have to do that. Like we're not sending guys out to fight. Like my whole thing is like, why waste your time pushing and shoving? Like just go line up for the next face-off. If you want to fight, all the power to you. And I think both of these people, they're the same way. Like they're not gonna. We're not really wasting our time with the BS after the whistle. Like even tonight, there was that one real scrum after they scored their first goal, and Mo ends up getting into that fight. But other than that, like plays happened, and we went to work, and that was that, right? Like two teams playing hard. I don't think the game was really a 7-3 game necessarily. Like we got some breaks early, and again, like they're competing. They're well coached, and like playing hard between the whistles. And sometimes, again, emotions happen, and fights happen. Like it's hockey, right? Like there's a bunch of guys skating around on blades and basically have weapons in their hands. So sometimes guys are going to get mad and fight each other. So tonight it happened, and we got the better of one and didn't get the better of the other. So, but at the end of the day, we won the game. So that other stuff is kind of inconsequential.
And then Ebbing, Kurt, moving the defense. You had a lot of defensemen play forward for you at times this year, like when Schenner had to do it. what did you think of the defensive forward in Tomas ever being able to be that good with McFadden on the back end tonight?
I mean, did you think he looked like a demon?
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't think anybody questioned, again, his skating ability, his defensive awareness, his ability to make good reads. He's great. Defending the rush well. He knows what he is, keeps it simple. I didn't even notice him. I mean that in the highest regard. He was outstanding, and then obviously he was playing forward in special teams, but different look we were able to give, and it's again, credit to a guy like that for buying in and willing to do it. And he was awesome. Not once did I even notice him in a bad way. Like, oh, great play. A lot of times. So I'm sure he's only going to get better at it as it goes along, and we'll see how long we keep him there. But it was good.
What can you say about Gooch's performance, and how has he sort of settled into an offensive rhythm here over the last 2 or 3 months?
Yeah, I mean, he's been great for us. You don't score 34 goals in 50-something games by accident. How he wasn't on an all-star team this year is beyond me, but I'm not allowed to vote for my own guy, so you have to ask everybody else. But second in the league in goals, and now he's got however many in the playoffs, and he does good. I think his biggest flaw is sometimes he actually works too hard, and he overdoes it for himself. Where if that's something you can say bad about a guy, like he works so hard, and he's now he's developed the way how much better he's gotten as a player from 2 years ago it's a credit to his work ethic and being a go-to guy now, #1 center. He's been outstanding. Like I said, credit to him. And he came back. Some guys go to Europe and they just completely check out. And he came back complete opposite. And, he's been a game changer for us. Great teammate. Like I said, works his tail off. Great job. Just thinking back to the goals he got. Again, I know they seem like inconsequential, but they end up getting 3, right? So, the 5th, 6th, and 7th goals, they end up mattering. So, made some good plays. Again, he made some good plays on those goals, even though I don't know if he got credit for any assists on those first 4, especially on Frank's 2. But, he was good. He's great all night. Great job.
Thanks for the time, Coach.
All right, guys. Yep.
Everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyers Guy, and welcome to Flyers Minor League Report, Royals Playoff Report. I'm your host, Timmy Flyers Guy. When we last left off, the Reading Royals faced off against the Newfoundland Growlers in Game 1 of the North Division semifinals. Game got off to a hot start as Frank Chera got the first 2 goals in the first period. And then Kevin Conley added the 3rd goal, giving Kevin Conley his first goal as a Reading Royal and his first goal in the playoffs. And then Derek Cormier added the 4th goal, giving the Reading Royals a 4-0 lead going into the second period. Trevor Gooch got the 5th goal in the second, but then Newfoundland came and scored a goal and cut the lead to 5-1. And then Trevor Gooch got his 2nd goal of the second period, giving the Royals a 6-1 lead. But Newfoundland cut it to 6-2, cutting the lead to 6-2. The Reading Royals then continued as the other team pulled the goalie. The Reading Royals got an empty net goal by Trevor Gooch, who had the hat trick finishing the game off with a 7-3 victory. Pat Nagel made 28 saves on 31 Newfoundland's goalie was pulled after he gave up 4 goals, and then they switched their goalie out to put their backup goalie in the net. The Royals played a good game tonight. They almost let it get away from them in the third period, but Trevor Goose came in, got the empty net goal, gave the Royals Game 1 victory over a very good Newfoundland Growlers team. It was a great game by the Royals. Teixeira had 2 goals. Trevor Goose had a hat trick. Kevin Conley got his first goal as a Reading Royal and his first goal in the playoffs. All around great effort by the Reading Royals last night. Tonight the Reading Royals will be in action as they face off against the Newfoundland Growlers in Game 2 of the North Division Finals. The Reading Royals are looking to take a 2-0 lead in the series if they can get a win tonight. It'd be nice to see them get the second win in the playoffs. You have a 2-0 lead going into Game 3. That'd be nice. So I think the Reading Royals, they were a team that was on fire. It was on fire last night, but tonight they need to keep that fire going. Keep the fire going. Don't let up. Keep doing what they did in Game 1. And don't let Newfoundland get anything. Do not let the Growlers breathe in that game. Do not let them get any shots. Try to reduce their shots as much as they can. Stay out of the penalty box. And the Reading Royals should have a clear path to victory tonight. I'm Timmy Flyers Guy, and this has been your Flyers minor league report, Royals playoff report. Let's go Royals!